Something has been brought to my attention, and we need to talk about it again. This is going to be an old man yells at cloud kind of video, so it's going to start getting loud about minute 7, so just get ready for that. So, something that we've been needing to talk about for a while is the Pokemon franchise. And me being born in the so long ago decade of the 90s is... Oh, man. Yeah, I was born in 97, but I've only known Pokemon because of that. I grew up watching the show. The second I could hold a Game Boy, I've been playing Pokemon Blue, Silver, Red, Sapphire, Pearl, you name it. I've played it. Pokemon's kind of my... I'm wearing a Team Rocket hat and a little Caesar's t-shirt, okay? Pokemon is my thing, alright? And I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers these days, and it may be their age, it may be just wrong takes, but I've noticed a lot of YouTubers are going down this path that cannot be forgiven. So I need to get my 2 cents in there and help the Pokemon community before we make a mistake. In every JRPG, there's always an antagonistic force. In Final Fantasy, you're looking at your Kefka, your Sephiroth. In Dragon Quest, you're looking at some quirked up femboy that's pissed off about his magic getting sealed away 100 years ago. But in Pokemon, it's usually led by an enemy team. And these enemy teams, they serve a purpose of creating a sense of urgency with your battling. I need to hurry up and beat this team so that the world doesn't fall into disarray or more people don't get hurt. But in recent Pokemon games...
What the fuck is that?
That concept has been burned with no chance of crawling out of the grave. And following suit with all the other 90s people, I'm going to give you my opinion on every single Pokemon team from Gen 1 to Gen 9. And I got some shit to say, boys. I'll be straight up with you. Alright, let's kick things off with Gen 1 and Team Rocket. First things first, logo. You see that big R? You better prepare for trouble and make it double. You're going to get your kids stolen, your wife stolen, and most importantly, your Pokemon stolen. Team Rocket, back in the day, they had an objective. Steal little kids' shit and sell it for money. And we're going to hide underneath a casino to do it. That is the most villainous shit I've ever heard from a Pokemon game in a long time, boys. I'll be straight with you. And they don't just have representation in the Kanto region. Team Rocket's also all up in Johto, draining wells, taking over radio stations and towers, holding up railroad systems. Team Rocket was a menacing force, and people actually were afraid of them. They were global criminals, according to Looker and these fucking nerds in the Pokemon government, I guess. These guys had what it took. They took over the Sylph building. They were stealing technology to help them capture high-level Pokemon and make Pokemon. Giovanni was working with Blaine to make Mewtwo from stolen cells from a baby they found flying in the sky. Dude, these guys are leaking evil. This is what a villain team needs to look like, and this is pretty much going to be the top of my list right here. In fact, actually, give me a second. Yeah, alright, let's just go ahead and put that there. There we go. Fortunately for my headphone users, we still have a couple more good teams to get through, so buckle up because we got Team Aqua and Team Magma coming up next. Alright, let's get right into Team Magma. I'm not even going to lie. Team Magma kind of got it going on. They have pretty decent structure. They have... Oh my god! I'm sorry, we gotta run that back. BAM! Oh! I know for a damn fact that Golbat did nothing wrong to deserve all that. Oh! Anyway, I gotta give props for recognition with that logo. M for Magma. Looks good, looks like a little volcano. Leader looks pretty strong, he looks good, he looks cold, which I think is one of the most important things for an enemy villain leader. You gotta look the part, you gotta look like your people respect you. You know what I mean? This guy, he should not be an admin, I'll be honest. But, you know, we got her over on the other side. I forgot her name, but yeah, she could, I'll go to war for her. I'll cut off one of my feet for her. I do not care. Anyway, Maxie, he's got the drip. The whole team has it going on. They have a presence in the Hoenn region. They are trying to do something that is definitely villainous and evil. I'll give them that. Granted, it is completely fucking stupid. None of you armchair Pokemon masters will ever convince me that what Team Magma is trying to do makes any fucking sense. You want to get rid of all the water on the planet to make room for more land. Okay, what are we gonna do with all the stuff we need water for? Like, I don't know, power plants. Oh, I don't know, drinking. Oh, I don't know, plumbing. This is where the ideas that these teams stand for start to crumble. And you're gonna see that's gonna be a recurring theme as we move forward with the rest of these. The Pokemon Company kind of ran out of, like, how to be bad notes. So they just kind of started saying, fuck it. Just whatever the type that this team represents, we gotta do something. Push the narrative. Don't care, just do it. So, yes, Team Magma got it going on a little bit, but they're a little stupid. Not gonna lie. Now, here is where we have my favorite dumbass. This is Archie and Team Aqua. I'm not gonna lie, I love the little pirate aesthetic they got going on. It's cool, their logo, instantly recognizable. It's like a little alpha A thing. And what they're going after is where I just cannot fucking believe that this is real. These monkeys want to take this guy right here, this blue whale, and make him fill the planet, which is 75% water, with more water. Because they want to create more space for Pokemon life. What about all the land Pokemon? You're killing so many land Pokemon. I get it. There's like some crazy amount of water types. I think it's like, what, 30 or 40% of all Pokemon are water types or something like that. This moron wants to kill 60%, besides, like, I guess, Pelipper's and Wingles. They can probably do that. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, who's she? Wait, hold on. Wait, what's her? Well, I mean, whatever her plan. Nah, they can, let them cook. They can, yeah, no, go ahead and do that. You good. Yeah, you guys are fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Their completely moronic ideologies aside, Team Aqua and Team Magma are pretty decently evil, I'd say, so I'll go ahead and throw them in. That's pretty evil. Good job. Alright, now we're on to our next team from Gen 4. This is going to be Team Galactic. And I'm not going to lie, I actually really like Team Galactic. Cyrus could look a little bit less decrepit, I guess. But overall, I think Team Galactic kind of has something going here. The outfits are pretty cool. You know, they scream like industrial, universal revolution, I fucking guess. The commanders got it going on. All of them are very hot. I've been told Saturn's a guy, but little Josh would be just devastated if someone told him that Saturn is actually a dude. So, for all intents and purposes, Saturn is now a woman. Get at me. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into this because Cyrus's plan for these legendary Pokemon is literally to recreate the world. He wants to destroy everything, so he's calling on the powers of space and time to do so via Palkia and Dialga. I am not going to begin to justify wiping out the whole planet, but I guess to some extent his idea makes a bit of sense, but it's just executed so poorly. And again, all of these plans from all these teams, they get dismantled by 10-year-olds, but Cyrus, he gets a whole new level of dismantled. He gets drawn in and sucked into the Shadow Realm by the devil. The devil has said, you are bad, and you gotta go. So, I mean, that's props to Cyrus for being super evil, but at the same time, that the plan is just a little, it's too broad spectrum to be good. You know, it needs a little bit more detail. He kind of just improvised once he got to Spear Pillar, I think. And for that, I gotta take him down a notch. So for that reason, I'll be fair and I'll go ahead and throw him in. That's pretty evil, but it's getting close now. Alright, so Team Plasma is kind of a weird one for me. On one hand, these guys are actually blowing up a city as we speak. Like, this is literal terrorism. They fly airships over large, public, and crowded areas and have no regard for human life. Gotta give props where props are due in the evil category, right? But then you have their outfits. You got dudes wearing like 17th century sage and pope outfits, and you got other dudes wearing like knight armor. It's not super like concise, so I gotta take away points for that. And as far as their plan goes, like you want to revive an old dinosaur and then make it freeze over, I guess, everything, and then fuse it with another fiery or electric dinosaur and continue the freezing process. Like, we saw what happened during the Ice Age, right? I mean, I guess no, we didn't, because all of us were frozen or dead or not alive yet, right? So not really like a good idea as far as survivability. Like, if your plan is to just wipe out everything, then sure, that's fine. But if you want to survive, right, this is the same problem with, like, Cyrus. These teams have these greater-than-thou plans that don't account for what happens if I'm still alive when the planet's falling apart, you know? So that's where another kind of fault in this team comes about, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. They're pretty evil, so I gotta give props. I know the comment section would be livid if I didn't discuss the tragedy that is Getsis and N's relationship. For starters, how do you name your son the single letter N? That is crazy. Second, how do you have a better relationship with a group of shadow ninjas more so than your son? That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. I hate to say this, but I think this is pretty natural behavior for people with green hair. You got to give props to In, though, for, you know, being the, I guess, silver of this region. You know, Giovanni and his weird, estranged son. Kind of the same thing going on here. I know Gen 5 was supposed to be a revival, kind of like, the Pokemon series with a new Pokedex, and, you know, there's a lot of similarities between Gen 1 and Gen 5 as far as, like, originality and creativity. So, I guess this is another parallel they're trying to do, but yeah, In needs help. He needs help. He needs therapy. The most therapy he can get. So this is a tad rough, because the first thing that came to mind is that's pretty evil, but after realizing how much property damage they did, that's every villain is lemons. Alright, this guy right here might be the reason why I start getting loud. I'm not gonna lie to you. This team and their ideology makes no fucking sense. This man right here wants the world to be beautiful, and he's willing to torch it to the ground in order to do so. I get it, he's got the resolve. But if your plan is to see a beautiful world, the angle you're taking is so painfully, like, fascist and vicious towards everything. It doesn't make sense. Those two ideas clash. If you're looking for the beauty in the world, you don't go about it from a tyrannical standpoint. 1. 2, this dude, he's the leader of, like, a large corporation. Nobody is checking this guy's budget. He actually tells people, hey, yeah, don't even look at the numbers. I got you. Just trust me. Even though he looks evil. He is evil looking. And the game plays into this. Nobody can tell that he's evil. Huge political leaders, Elite Four members, other rich, eccentric Poke-billionaires. They're just walking around like this dude isn't clearly... He has fur on his lapel. Nobody has fur on their lapel unless they are rich and evil. It's that simple. Granted, I like that they're doing like the businessman is evil kind of thing like they do with Giovanni, but I don't get the angle they're taking with this team. The ideology is nonsensical. If you believe in the world to be beautiful and you want it to stay that way, then why torch it to the ground? And there's nowhere baked into like the character text, even in the game, that he wants to rebuild the world. Like, at least Cyrus kind of had the idea to like make a better world after he wipes it out with time and space and antimatter, right? This guy's just like, nah, burn it. Cook that shit. Let him cook. Because these guys are legit saps, I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in nothing to fear whatsoever.
The boss is coming on in.
Alright, this is the point where we stop calling teams teams. These are simply fanboys and fangirls that have sworn their allegiance to some random schmuck in the Pokemon universe. And hey man, you know what? I get it. Alright, I'll get caught every now and then with a Pokemon stream up. Game is game, alright? But this is some advanced stupid. These guys don't have like a clear goal in mind besides whatever Guzma does, I am down for that shit. These are not actual villains. Let's make that clear. These are delinquents that all have similar outfits on. That's what that is. This is not a villainous team. Guzma isn't even really that bad of a guy. He's just like slighted, I guess, by his homies. So he's taking that out on the community. Like, he's not like a global issue like Team Aqua, Team Magma, even Team Plasma blowing up cities. Like, this guy isn't doing that. His little band of monkeys back there are just graffitiing on the wall little pictures of skulls. These guys are no worse than random fucking teenagers. So this isn't a villainous team. Though these guys make me fucking angry, I did love this scene. Like, this 4Kids ass rap while Guzma's walking in all trying to look hard. Shit is too funny, dude. We gotta run this back. Hopefully I don't get DMCA'd.
Yay! Kuzma, yo! The
is ready to crash. Time to clean the house and take out the trash. Break it down, stir it up, tear it down, mix it up. Solid steel, break the seal, do the deal, make it.
Though these monkeys are not a global threat, I, as a 6'1" black man, would still cross the street if I saw them approaching me in any speed. Whew, okay, what the fuck is this? This is not a villainous team. These people are yet again fanboys, just like Guzma's squad, but they're worse because they're actually just simping over a child. Some of these people are grown men. This dude is a grown man. He's a grown man. I don't understand what is going on with the Pokemon Company now. This is the Sword and Shield arc, so this is Gen 8, okay? Team Yell is not a villainous team. These are yet again a bunch of delinquent children who didn't get sent to boot camp before they turned 18 years old, okay? This is crazy to equate to a villainous team. They are very, very egregiously using the word team. And this is what I was referring to earlier in the video when I said, we can't let this Pokemon community make the mistake. Nobody is calling this shit out, dude. I am the only one, I swear to God, I've watched, like, trust me, I watch a lot of Pokemon YouTube videos. I have nothing better to do. I don't see anybody ripping these teams apart the way they deserve to be. I don't get it. What is this? These people just have matching uniforms, and that's all they have to them. Nothing else stands out about this as, like, no idea, no reason for being this team besides they just think that girl is cute, and they want to follow her around and make her kind of happy. She doesn't even like it. She does not like all of the attention that she gets sometimes. She's right now wanting some ash cheeks, but instead, she's getting of all these simps in the audience yelling her name like, dude, these are grown adults. I would love to put these shitters in the bottom of the barrel, but that spot is reserved for somebody else, so nothing to fear whatsoever for Team Yell. God, fuck these people. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna catch some hate for this, and I don't even care. I don't care. Everyone in Team Star should have been bullied. They deserved it. Look at these fucking students. These people came to school dressed like this, and they're all shocked they got bullied. And then they started a little group, an anti-bully group, and guess what? The entire game I spent bullying them again. I can't stand this team, and I don't hear anybody out here talking about this. It's crazy. It's crazy that no one is, like, ripping this team apart. Is it? Is there something that I'm missing here? The story for these saps is that they got bullied in school, so they're like, okay, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna quiet quit, whatever you want to Gen Z call it, and they're going to do the little thing in their little camps. Okay, their camps get dismantled, and somehow Penny over here, she is their leader because she's the biggest victim in the whole school, and oh my God, I don't. And then the teacher's in on it. Why is he even here? Why are you here? I don't understand how this is an enemy team. These people are just misunderstood kids. And how this isn't a global problem. This is barely even a regional issue. How did they have the money to set up these camps in the middle of the wilderness and just have these decked out Pokemon trucks? I guess most of it at the end of, like, you know, it's a revel room in there. But all the other stuff... You know what? I forgot. These are rich kids. These are rich kids. There's no way you could afford to go to a dormitory school like this without absurd amounts of money. That's the only way. It only makes sense. So I now feel even less bad for these fucking kids. They are rich kids that are getting bullied for dressing up like lunatics and then expecting to not get bullied. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. That's all I got. That's all I have for Team Star. I'm done. Before I pop a blood vessel, I'm done. Yep, got a special spot for you assholes right there. And we're done. Alright, this is the part where I say sorry for yelling at you because you dropped the flashlight a million fucking times. Look, Pokemon is one of my favorite game franchises in the world, okay? And it kills me to see the quality drop off so sharply. maybe some of you are a little bit younger and maybe your first games weren't Pokemon Blue and Silver. Maybe Scarlet was your first game and you're only used to what you've seen. I unfortunately have to say that really sucks so bad. But if that is the case, I get it. Pokemon's gonna have to keep making new content for new generations of new Pokemon trainers. And I get that, and I would have it no other way. But I'd just like to see the same amount of love and appreciation and just raw effort put into the characters, put into the team, the enemy team design, and stuff like that. I just don't like seeing that go down by the wayside so quick. Alright. If you were able to make it all the way to the end of this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'd super appreciate it. I'm trying to make more videos. I've been on a long hiatus, I know, but I'm getting back into it. Stream, you can always catch me at twitch.tv/IndieSquid. 9:30 p.m. MST to like 1 in the morning. I'm very poorly adjusted. I'm very unhealthy. And you can catch me on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely time. Bye-bye.